Hey fellow minemans, in this tutorial I will be showing you how to make a super smelter with 32 furnaces that auto refuels and stops reducing bamboo when it is fully stocked. I know that only one of the 5 people watching this video might build this super smelter, but I don't care. The zero-tick bamboo farms were designed by Ilmango and the link to his tutorial is in the description. The way this farm works is that you put items in a chest, like some stone, and then you put 32 first for the first one. Then you can put everything. The first hopper minecart always takes the more items than all the rest. The rest only take 32, which is the amount of furnaces. This comparator checks this hopper to see if it is full. If it is, then it'll stop the machine by taking the blocks away. 1 bamboo forever every time both these pistons fire. When there are items in the chest, it will dispense into the hopper minecarts and distribute. And when that happens, it will send a signal that reaches that and then pushes a new hopper minecart down into here. And also, when it detects, a piston will retract, allowing for it to dispense the items all across the furnaces. And it all goes into this chest. So you can see here that it's all refilling. And you notice that once it all is spread out across the furnaces, then this will all stop. The purpose of glass panes is so that when it bends, when it turns the corner, it will be able to be picked up by the hoppers. And the reason I don't have the water stream going directly on the hoppers is because when the items are being dispensed across the furnaces, the hopper minecart will probably pick up some bamboo. This right here is for when sometimes it's glitchy and the bamboo will come flying through, and just like then, and it will go into the lava and reduce lag by having less items. Also, do not jump in here because it will break it and that will cause problems with the system. But you do not have to use glass blocks. I just find that it looks nice and displays the whole system. And most of these stone bricks are actually used for the purpose of redstone because glass blocks cannot transmit signals. And the first time you build this, it takes a while for all the bamboo to fill in. So you have to wait for like 20 minutes. The signs are here is so that these comparators can be here so they can turn off the farms once it is all fully filled. This hopper and chest is for when sometimes items are still in the hopper minecarts occasionally, and so it will all go down into this chest. You can smelt even up to 2 chests full of items, and it is very fast. It just requires a lot of iron, so I recommend building an iron farm before you build this. And yes, ice is needed because otherwise the items will not have enough momentum to pass this point due to them running into the wall and being partly on the hoppers and partly in the water stream. You do not need all of these to be powered rails. Some of them can be just regular rails. You can intermix them for costs less gold. So off, you're going to want to place a double chest with 17 hoppers. And the next step, you're going to want to place 8 furnaces. And then you're going to want to place a piece of glass. And then 8 more furnaces. And same on this side. And next up, you want to place a line of hoppers on top, each onto the furnace, except on the place where there's glass. And next, same for the back, another row of hoppers. And next up, you don't have to use glass. You can really use any block for this, but I'm using glass because it looks nice. And you could place glass here. You're not going to want any blocks there though. now for some of the ice, you're going to want to place it there, and there, and there, and there. And next up, you want to place a row of glass behind it. And now you want to place some of that, and you can actually do without that ice right there. You're going to want to place a row of glass panes. And even here, actually. Here, you're going to dig down and then place some lava. Because bamboo is going to fly down occasionally, and it's going to get stuck there, and you can lag your world or server. Now you want to continue your glass panes. And this ice here is not needed. And extend 2 blocks out. And 1 piece of glass there. Have a row going here. Packed ice there. Redstone slab. Glass. And now you're going to place in some of your water. And smooth stone slabs. Actually, it does not have to be smooth stone. Right here is actually where you want to place the signs, so that the water doesn't flow down there, and you have room for your comparators. And now you're going to want to go 2 out from the edge of the furnaces. And then you can place in the rest of your water. And now you're going to want to place the glass row. And here you're going to want to place some rails, and then some powered rails, or intermix powered rails and regular rails. And now you're going to want to place some powered rails on the way back. And now for a glass block, powered rail. And another powered rail. And now a detector rail. And at last, one last power rail. And you want to place glass, stone bricks right there, or any block you choose. And a small column. And you're now going to want a chest right here. And a comparator. A redstone repeater on 3 ticks. And a redstone repeater on 4 ticks. And a block with redstone torch. Six repeaters going this direction. 1 on all full delay. So all these redstone repeaters right here are going to be on full delay. And this is where your sticky piston is going to go. And then you place your blocks right there and remove those, or you can keep those, it doesn't really matter. And now you're going to want 3 repeaters right there. Right here, you're going to want a redstone repeater with a block. All of these right here have no delay. They're all in 1 tick. And so you're going to want to build up this column right here. And a stairway where these powered rails are. And you're going to want to place a temporary block right there with a rail or a powered rail right there, and then break that and break that. So it leads into there. Now you're going to want to power up all these. These blocks can even be glass if you don't want to see them easily. And now you can get your hopper minecarts and place one there, and place 3 wherever, and just push it into the tube. And now you've got a little storage system of hopper minecarts. So what happens is you get a piece of stone or whatever you want to smelt, and put it in there, and it's going to grab the stone, wait a second, and then dispense it in here. And it goes around, and it goes back up into the tube, and the next one was already pushed out. And this is timed so that the first one gets more items. There's no way to fix that. So it will get more than 32 items, so you can place 32, as I said earlier in the video. Or you can collect them from a chest and a hopper, which you will place here. Build some sort of little platform right here so you can deposit your item and get your output right here, and you can build a little stairway or whatever you want. And so now that this is finished, I'm going to test it out real quick though, and place 32 cobblestone, and then I noticed that that goes, and then the next hopper goes through exactly 32 cobblestone, and it will dispense them all. And the next one gets exactly 32 cobblestone, and you notice all the furnaces get the amount of blocks evenly divided, except if you do not put a multiple of 32, then the first furnaces will have more items, 1 more item than the last ones. And now right here, you're going to want to place 2 pieces of dirt right there with a sticky piston right there and a sticky piston right there. And you can place your dirt and place a few blocks over here. And it needs to be built away from that, because otherwise it can break it by this getting powered by this, and it's really not fun to have to fix that. And so now you can place a block right in the center of the sticky pistons with 2 redstone torches. And so next, place some blocks right here, and with some redstone dust. And so you can put your pistons here. So when you place those blocks there, it actually turns this whole thing on. And you do not need to keep all these pistons you only need to keep the ones that are firing, or one of these, since both of these are firing. You only need one. But I like to keep all of them because sometimes the chunks are unloaded when the system is refueling, and that can break the machine. So in order to turn this off, for now, you can take those blocks out and place your bamboo. If you activate it while it is just a baby bamboo stalk, it'll just break it. So you need to grow it, and then you can take the top off or keep it there, it doesn't matter. And so now you're going to want to place your glass, or whatever blocks you want. I prefer glass. And have this so that the items go into the water stream. And now you want an observer. You face it on one of these redstone, it doesn't matter. You can do it on that or that. And so you place the observer into a stone brick or any other block. Place your piston right there. Because this redstone flashes while these blocks are here, it pushes out one, and so now it's producing bamboo. And now you've got your fuel system, but now you gotta add in your comparator right there, and have stone bricks, redstone dust right down here, and also you're gonna want some piston. But then you can pull the blocks out once it is all filled. So you have some redstone dust going along and some stone bricks. Place your redstone until this point. It has to be that point. And then have a repeater there. And then your line of redstone dust. And it should count out 15. Okay, since I am one off, this is actually 16 redstone dust. I'm gonna have to shift it over. And do the same thing on this side. Shift it over one block. And place the redstone dust. And now this side is complete. You could just eliminate this half and only have this, but it makes it half as efficient. You can put a full double chest full of items and it will be able to smelt. It will have enough fuel to smelt it. But I do advise waiting around after you smelt those items for it to refuel and then stop once it finishes, because otherwise the bamboo could break and stuff can go wrong when you unload the chunks by leaving the area. And now you want to replicate this on the other side. And so there you have it, both sides completed. And now it will auto refuel anytime it is not completely full.